You keep waiting for motivation, but it rarely shows up when you actually need it most. That waiting turns into procrastination, guilt, and the quiet belief that something inside you is broken. You assume productive people feel driven constantly, but that belief silently destroys your progress every single day. Most people depend on feelings to start working, but feelings are unstable and unreliable in real life. You wake up tired, distracted, or overwhelmed, and your plans collapse before they even begin properly. So you delay tasks, scroll endlessly, and promise tomorrow will be better, even though it rarely changes. This creates a loop where action depends on emotion, and emotion fails you again and again.
The problem is not laziness, and it is not lack of discipline like you currently believe.
The real issue is that you are using the wrong system to get things done consistently. Highly productive people do not rely on motivation, and they never wait until they feel ready. Instead, they remove the need for motivation by creating systems that make action automatic.
They focus less on feelings and more on taking the next step no matter what.
And this is where everything changes, because systems beat motivation every single time without exception. A system is simply a set of small actions you repeat daily without needing to think much. Instead of asking if you feel like working, you follow a predefined step without negotiation. This removes decision fatigue and eliminates the emotional resistance that usually blocks you from starting. And once you start, something powerful begins to happen inside your brain almost instantly. Action creates momentum, and momentum reduces the resistance that once felt impossible to overcome. So instead of waiting for motivation, you use action to create the motivation you thought you needed. The simplest system you can use is the 2-minute rule, and it works incredibly well. You take any overwhelming task and reduce it to something you can start within 2 minutes. Instead of planning hours of study, you just open your book and read one single page. Instead of an intense workout, you simply put on your shoes and prepare to move. This sounds simple, but simplicity is exactly what makes this method powerful and effective. Your brain resists big tasks, but it rarely resists something that feels small and easy.
Once you begin, the hardest part is done, and continuing becomes easier than stopping again.
You trick your mind into starting, and starting becomes the gateway to real productivity.
Now imagine using this system every day without needing any emotional energy or motivation. You wake up and follow a simple plan that you already decided the night before. There is no hesitation, no debate, and no dependence on how you feel in that moment. You simply execute the next step like a system running quietly in the background. For example, you sit down, open your laptop, and work for just 2 minutes. Those 2 minutes often turn into 20, and sometimes even longer without noticing time passing. And even if you stop early, you still showed up, which builds consistency over time.
This works because your brain values consistency more than intensity, even if it feels otherwise.
Small repeated actions strengthen neural pathways, making future actions easier and more automatic. You are training your brain to act without needing motivation to start every time.
Over time, starting feels normal instead of difficult, and resistance becomes much weaker.
That is when productivity begins to feel effortless and almost automatic in your daily life.
Here is a powerful bonus tip that can multiply your results without adding extra effort.
Always decide your next action the night before, so you remove uncertainty completely. Uncertainty creates hesitation, and hesitation is why you often avoid starting important tasks. Clarity removes hesitation and makes it easier to take action without wasting time or energy. So before sleeping, write the exact first step you will take when you begin tomorrow.
You do not need more motivation, and you do not need to wait for the perfect moment.
You need a simple system that makes starting easy enough that resistance disappears completely. Once you understand this, productivity becomes something you control instead of something you feel.
If this helped you, take a moment to like this video and support the channel.
Subscribe for more simple and powerful videos.
Before you go, subscribe to this channel so you never miss simple ideas that can completely change your life.